I just grew up in a small town. You don't dream of being on stage, you dream of being in the front row. So for my parents, they came to the CSAC Awards with me. My mom's like, that's Kelly Pickler. I'm like, Mom, shh. I'm like, play it cool, Mom. And she was like, I'm gonna tell her you sang her song in the 5th grade talent show. I'm like, don't do that. I'm Megan Moroney, and I am the Tennessee Orange Girl on TikTok.
Did you ever think that so many people would care about who Tennessee Orange is about?
I met somebody, and he's got blue eyes. He opens the door, and he don't make me cry.
My songs are all about someone. I'm more like, well, you don't care who hair salon's about? Why is everyone concerned about who Tennessee Orange is about? Hair salon's about somebody. Fix You Two's about somebody. Why would I tell? Did Taylor Swift tell? I don't think Taylor Swift ever told.
She'll be at the Spotlight stage during CMA Fest, and look out for her debut EP, Pistol Made of Roses.
Oh no!
Megan Moroney is on the horizon.
Play Wonder by Megan Moroney.
Everything is happening all at once, and I feel like I don't even have time to process what's actually happening. As an independent artist, there is no day where I'm just chilling. Unfortunately. Guys, I'm on the red carpet at the CMA Awards. I can't even comprehend, like, a room of people knowing something that I wrote. I grew up in Douglasville, Georgia, which is a little bit west of Atlanta. My dad taught me how to play guitar. I took piano lessons. I did the a cappella choir. I was in chorus. I very distinctly remember my chorus teacher in high school telling me, like, I didn't get lead solos because my voice, she said it sounded damaged from being raspy. I mean, she wasn't wrong. I didn't have the princess voice. For example, I was Belle in the musical. It sounded like Belle that smoked cigarettes. So, I enjoyed singing always. I did some talent shows, but it never crossed my mind that that could even ever possibly be a career. I went to college to be an accountant at UGA. I was known as the country singer in my sorority because I would post videos of me and my dad and my brother. We would do like 3-part harmonies and just us and a guitar singing country songs. So then in the spring of my freshman year, we hired John Langston to come play our philanthropy event, and we used all of our money on him. So we didn't have a budget for an opener, but they were like, Megan's the country singer. And I wasn't writing at the time, so I played like 3 cover songs. At that show, Chase Rice was there. He came up to me and was like, that was awesome. What are you doing next month? I'm playing at the Georgia Theater and you should be first of 3 and open. And I was like, what? Me? His only condition was that I had to write an original song. And so I wrote my first song to be able to do that. I remember calling my parents and they're like, you can't do that. And I was like, yeah, well, I can't say no either, so. I was really nervous, but I literally practiced every day for that whole month. And I got to play with my dad and my brother. They were my guitarists. After I played that first show, I like fell in love with songwriting and performing. So then I kind of just switched my major from accounting to marketing, digital marketing, and music business. It's crazy to think about how all of that happened because it's so random. I told my parents, like, I want to move to Nashville and I'm not going to graduate, I'm going to drop out. And they were like, you're absolutely not doing that. I got my heart broken pretty bad my junior year. That was like the first time I wrote a song that was like, okay, this is like therapy for me and I should keep doing this. I graduated in 2020 and then I moved to Nashville. It was hard moving to Nashville. I was actually an influencer. This was like for fun and in college, and honestly paid my bills very successfully. But it was definitely tough to go from like, use my code for 20% off to then like, no, listen to this really sad story about my trauma that's really relatable. When I was posting these songs that I had written but I had no Spotify profile and no Apple profile, everyone's like, who is this girl? It's almost like I had to prove myself that I wasn't just someone who like posted pictures. I don't mind trying to prove people wrong, you know? Like I think that is what kind of motivates me. I first downloaded TikTok, I think, in late 2020. I was big on the, I'm not gonna do the TikTok thing. Like, I was a hater at first. I was honestly scared to post songs that I had written because I was pretty new to writing. I didn't know how anything worked. I'm like, can people like steal this? Like, do I have to have it produced before I put it anywhere? I was at the beach with my friend Natalie, and she was like arguing with this guy. I was giving her the girl-to-girl pep talk, and I was like, if he really cared about you, if he really loved you, you would not wonder if he did. And I was like, wait a minute. That's a song. So I literally took my margarita and my Pineapple Willie's cup, and I walked out into the ocean, and I like wrote the chorus. I finished a song later that day, and I just like released Wonder, and that was my first single.
It's 3 a.m. You're up phone by your pillow again, but you play it cool under cold sheets.
I was actually trying to put out a different song called Haven't Met Yet, and I was just posting Wonder because I was like, well, this is good. Like, maybe it'll just be like a filler video that like helps me gain followers to promote this song that I actually want to put out. And then Wonder just blew up, and I was like, well, looks like we're releasing this one. By the third day, like it had probably like 200,000 views. I was like, release it now. 200,000 views, release it. And then I think like 2 days later, it was up to like 3 million. And I'm like, I think this is helping people. And if I can like give that advice to my best friend who needs it, and other people need it that much, like it's the coolest thing.
He won't make you wonder.
Fans have more of a say in what an artist releases nowadays, because I obviously couldn't do it without the fans that are listening to the song. It used to be, here's what is good music because it's on the radio and this is what you have to listen to, and now it's like, if the fans can listen to whatever they want, you might as well give them what they want. I would rather put out songs that I know my fans are gonna like than to just, you know, close my eyes and throw something against the wall, you know? Tennessee Orange was written early 2022. I thought of that because I put on a Tennessee shirt, and it just felt so wrong that I knew that if I felt that strongly about it, that I could write a song about it. And so I took it into a room with Ben Williams, David Fanning, and Paul Jenkins. We wrote it for like probably 4 hours. I was so excited about it that I took it home and I continued to write it for another like couple hours. I sent it to my mom, and my mom was like, are you freaking kidding me? Because my mom is a huge Georgia fan, so she didn't want the story to be true. I uploaded an acoustic video of me playing it just in my apartment.
Mama, I'm calling, I've got some news. Don't you tell Daddy, he'll blow a fuse. Don't
I got a pretty good reaction, but I didn't really post anything about it after that.
I know you raised me to know right from wrong.
I think because I worked on it for so long, I wasn't even sure if it was good or not, but I had it in my back pocket. My EP had come out in July, and we were like, maybe I should release another song, like what should it be? And then an opportunity with Spotify came at a perfect time. I took people behind the scenes in the studio of like recording it.
What's up, y'all? My name is Moroney, and we're in the studio right now recording my next single, Tennessee Orange.
The opportunity lined up with football season, and so we knew that that was a sign, and we just chose to make it Tennessee Orange, and it had to be rushed, so we tracked everything, did vocals, got it mixed and mastered in like 24 hours.
Go Dogs.
I made that cover art myself. I texted every person I knew that went to UT, and I was like, can you send me some photos that you took from inside of the stadium? And I edited the crap out of it. If we hadn't have had that campaign, I don't think we would have released it. When I did post it coming out, like any video I posted immediately blew up. I don't even know how to process that, but it's very cool and very grateful, but yeah. When I think about myself as a college student, if you would have told me sitting in the student section that in 2 years my song would be played in the stadium, it is absolutely crazy. I had the opportunity to play on College Game Day, and I'm like, I've never even performed on a local news station. I'm like about to pass out over here. And my tour manager's like, yeah, millions of people watch this, right? And I'm like, my mom texted me the other day and said, Tennessee is winning with exclamation points and a smiley face. And I texted her back and I said, I never thought I would receive that text from you. I really care about songwriting, and I want to be a songwriter and an artist. It just took like consistency, you know, and like writing good songs, and that means not all of them are going to be really good, so you have to do it all the time and pick the best ones. People think that TikTok is like a bad thing, but I know for a fact that like Tennessee Orange would not be doing what it's doing, and that's just how it is. How I look at it is I'm proud of the music that I make and the songs that I write. I think it's more about the songs than about whatever platform you're using. The fact that we've done so much by ourselves is like been amazing, but I think it's like great that artists can use whatever tools we have, and you don't have to be signed, you don't have to have a huge marketing thing. Like, it's crazy what can happen just organically, because that's what all of this has been.
Last week, I signed a record deal with Sony Music. I'm still not telling you who the song's about.